Hey everyone, video number 10 tonight. 3 points to report on, starting with 1968 Top Set. The Kansas City trip I took this past weekend, and an update on the baseball collection that I have not mentioned in the past. So let's take a look at those two 1968 Topps pickups that go into the set tonight. Starting with a Hall of Famer, card number 370. It's the Hank Aaron All-Star card. Really cool looking card, really nicely centered. Awesome card, not too expensive, and just one that I knew that I was having a hard time finding in decent condition. So adding that one is obviously a plus. And the other 68 Topps card that will be added in is 524 Andy Cosco. This is my second card of his. Unfortunately, the last one I purchased, I did not notice, but there was a pretty huge dent in the card that I missed, and that's one thing I'm not wanting in my set. So I found a replacement, and it came today. So there's the 68 Topps update, and this past weekend after the All-Star game, some buddies and I went down to Kansas City and watched our Twins get swept by the Royals. I went Friday night and Saturday night. Beautiful stadium. They have just a very cool atmosphere to watch a game, and one of the things that I like to do is in addition to baseball cards, I'm also a collector of baseballs. And being that it is the 50th year of the Kansas City Royals being in Kansas City, I picked up the official Major League Baseball game ball of the Kansas City Royals. It's got the logo that they're using, as you can see there. So that is going into the collection. Now, I have not yet mentioned in previous videos of the baseballs that I collect, and once I get around to kind of finishing organizing them, I'll maybe do a video on those as well. But that was my souvenir for the trip. As just an overall baseball fan, adding baseballs like that have historical significance are really fun to acquire. So I picked that up. And then another part of my collection is autographed baseballs, and I typically focus just on Twins players, but I couldn't pass this Doc Gooden autograph ball up. Growing up in the 80s, obviously Dwight Gooden of the Mets was as dominating a pitcher as there was, and in one of the groups that I'm in, one of the guys had to raise some money for a family member, had an illness in the family, and parted with a few pieces of his collection, and he got this signed at the National, I believe, 3 years ago, and offered it up for a really good price, and I thought, you know what, why not? So in addition to the baseballs that have historical significance, I also enjoy picking up autographed baseballs of players that I grew up watching, and again, once I get around to figuring out how I'm going to do a video on those, I will do that as well. So, update on the 68 Topps set, the Kansas City baseball, and the Doc Gooden ball. And appreciate all that are subscribing and enjoying my videos. Again, if you ever wanted to contact me, lpsadamson@gmail.com. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great evening.